Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to a brand new video over on PrizePicks. I got my 3 favorite plays today in the World Cup. Guys, it's the biggest sporting event of all time. Of course, we're going to go ahead and talk about it. So I'm going to drop my 3 favorite plays in here. But first up, do me a huge favor, drop a like on this one. It takes you 2 seconds, completely free. And now let's talk about the recap from the day before. By the way, guys, this is one thing you will always see me doing on this channel. Win, loss, draw, no matter what. I'm going to recap my wins, my losses, every single pick we took. And that's exactly what's going to happen on the YouTube channel because I want to be 100% transparent. There's a lot of guys out there scamming. There's a lot of guys out there that don't show the recaps, but let's get right into it. Unfortunately, to start off with some bad news, unfortunately, we did not hit our YouTube slip because Kovacic didn't play and Ronaldo hooks here by literally getting 2 more passes than we need. Very, very unfortunate. Bonus pick though, it did cash. I told you guys to take Ronaldo under on 1 goal and that's smacked. Bro did not even get a goal. Didn't even get a shot on target, I'm pretty sure. It was a very, very good pick. And had a lot of hate on that one as well. A lot of people were saying, oh, if Messi gets a goal, Ronaldo's definitely going to get a goal. I told you guys, I'm going to stay with it. Ronaldo not get a goal. And he greened out. Now, we dropped some heat over on the Discord. And by the way, the Discord plays are all free too. Discord play, I dropped in a 5x winner right here. And I want you guys to be 100% clear about this, right? If I'm dropping a 3-man on the Discord, I'm dropping a 3-man in the YouTube video. And I'm dropping a couple 3-mans in the YouTube videos, right? Say yesterday's 3-man missed. The day before that, our 3-man on YouTube missed with Messi under on goals. But then our Waking cash play on the Discord, our esports cashed. So what does this mean? This means that we went down 1 unit there, 1 unit there, and then plus 4 units here on the 5x winner. So we were profitable even though we lost 2 slips and won 1 slip. You guys do not need to hit every single slip on PrizePicks in order to be profitable. This is one thing that I will always preach. Long shot plays, 5x plays, 10x plays are much more valuable because you can lose, in this case, 3 or 4 in a row and then still be profitable at the end. Now, I also dropped in a bunch of value on the Discord, just giving you guys straight picks on PrizePicks. Bellingham cashed easily, Silva cashed easily, Lucimi cashed easily. And then Andres Andrade was actually the only guy that ended up missing, and it wasn't even close. This guy absolutely popped his line. But guys, these passes type of stuff are very, very valuable. I want to make a video exactly talking about why we're taking what we're taking. I did explain it a little bit in the late night video yesterday, but let's just talk about what's going on here on the VIP real quick. Cristiano Ronaldo, they gave us a free square. We greened it out very easily. And then we sent out a couple more of these plays. This was a setup that we got Bellingham and Gvardiol on the over-under on passes. You guys can see what we're doing here, right? We're taking Team A player on the under on passes, saying that England is not going to control the ball very much. And then we go to the other team, we take Croatia guy over on passes. So if England doesn't have the ball as much as projected and Croatia has the ball more than projected, by the way, those are the exact same thing, right? If England doesn't have the ball, Croatia's going to have the ball. They're playing in the same game against each other. Then Gvardiol is going to hit here and Bellingham's going to hit on the under. We also hit Bellingham under because he was playing an attacking mid position. And there were a couple more picks we can get into, but we got a little bit unlucky the last few days. Honestly, this guy missing by 3 passes, this guy missing by 2 headshots. But then we've had a couple setups here. These are both green. We just need these to cash out. This one is green. This one is green, of course. But so far, sent out 7 plays. 1 is cash. 2 of them are still alive. Like this one's one of them. And then 1 was a 3x cash. So minus 2 units lost, but it's not a big deal. If you look at the long run, what's happening with us, this is a little bit of an outdated screenshot. I guess I could just get a new one for the last couple of days, but we're up 48 units since Sunday. So the first half of June, up 48 units. And guys, this is a lot of losing days, but then our winning days pay out huge. 25 units, 16 units, 11 units, 11 units. Our winning days well outweigh our losing days because you guys can understand what we're taking, right? We're taking long shot plays. When the 3-mans, it's like 5x or 6x. With the 4-mans, it's like 8x, 9x, 10x plays. These are huge winners that if we just hit 2 or 3 in a row, that streak is just going to push us for like a 10 or 20 unit day. And that's just the way that it works. Now, let's talk about the Discord because the Discord is 100% free. You guys can join up in here and unlock these picks, man. This is the VIP section, but this is the Discord. You guys can join up in here and unlock these plays, man. I dropped in all these picks in here, greened out this one, sent out this one, greened out this one, sent out Silva, greened out Silva, sent out Andrade, got absolutely fried, sent out Lucimi, cashed Lucimi. Guys, all this stuff is on the Discord and it's all 100% free. And guys, super important thing, a lot of these plays, I need to see the lineup of the game, right? The formation that the team is playing in order to make my decision and make it a pick, especially when it comes to passes attempted. So for these picks, I can't sit down and record a YouTube video an hour before every game when the lineup drops. But what I can do is scan PrizePicks, scan the lineup, find my best pick, and send it out to all you guys on the Discord. And you guys can just proceed to play on your phone and go ahead and lock in a slip for if you want. So make sure you guys are in the Discord. It's 100% free to get in here. Hit the link in the pinned comments and join up. Now, let's talk about the plays for today. We're going to go ahead and start it off in the passes attempted category. You know, it's one of our favorite categories in all of World Cup. And we continue to make a ridiculous amount of money on it. So let's get into this play first. We're going to go over Derek Cornelius over and then Steven Esta. We're just going to call him Steven here. I'm not going to try that one more time. We're going Derek on the over on passes and Steven on the over on passes. The reason we like these guys together on the over, well, it's pretty simple, right? In soccer, what's going to happen? They're going to pass it around the back for a ton of the game, right? Maybe like 90 or 95% of the game, they're just going to be passing it around the back. And then for like maybe 5 or 10% of the game, there's going to be some corner kicks, some set pieces, some skill moves, some cool shots and stuff. But for a lot of the game, they're just passing it around the back, kind of lulling their opponents to sleep, trying to find a little bit of a hole, and then you go ahead and break through. And in this case, and in any case, the team that will likely have more possession is the team that will likely end up winning the game, or at least the favorites to win. Canada are by far and away the favorites against Qatar. I can show you guys the favorites right here on Kalshi. I'll just pull this up randomly. But Canada and Qatar, Canada are 76% favorites. Like, this is huge, right? They are by far and away the favorites in this one. Obviously, home crowd behind them. I'm not exactly sure where this is being played. I'm pretty sure this is being played in Canada. It probably is. But yeah, I was seeing if I can find it. But anyways, this play is by far and away a Canada favorite one. And we're taking these guys in the over on passes together. Now, this is something that we do a lot over on PrizePicks. And I'll show you guys another example of this if I can find one. There are so many examples of us taking guys on the over on passes. I need to get more screenshots in here, but like, here's an example, okay? We're taking 2 guys on Turkey on the over on passes, right? We're taking Abdul and we're taking Hakan on the over on their passes. And because Turkey controlled possession, they got a lot of passes. In fact, they've got the exact game here, Australia versus Turkey. If you go to the stats right here, what happened? Turkey, 72% of possession for Turkey. This was wild, right? 72% of possession here. And of course, because they got 72% of possession, they're both pushing over on passes. Even though they had high lines of 79 and 70, they both pushed over on their passes. Now, it's worth mentioning, just because you got a lot of possession does not mean you're going to win the game. Australia played a very good defensive game and they won this 2-0, even though they had only 28% possession. But all that we really care about is the possession, right? If you get a lot of possession, you're going to get a lot of passes. If you don't get a lot of possession, you're not going to get a lot of passes. Now, this is super basic stuff, right? This happens so much in all of soccer. I'll get more screenshots posted in there. But the reason we're taking Canada here against Qatar is because Qatar do not have a lot of possession in this game. They played up against Switzerland and they only saw 32% of possession. Switzerland got 68. And all the Swiss guys, almost all the Swiss guys, hit their over on their passes. And all the Qataris, almost all of them, hit their under on their passes because they're not going to control the ball very much. In this case, we like Canada here on the over. And I'll pull up the last Canada game. Canada went up against Bosnia in a draw. This should have been a win for Canada because they here had 61% of possession. Absolutely massive. 61% of possession. And if we go to the 2 guys that we looked at, Cornelius and Steven right here. Cornelius, if I can click on him, I guess I can't click on him. Oh, no, I can click on him, right? It's shows right over here. Cornelius right here, he ended with 66 passes. So pretty solid, but it could have been more. And then Steven here, he ended with, if I can show you guys, 47 passes. Notice, these guys both went on the unders together because they had less possession than expected. 60% of possession in this game is good, but it's less than expected. In this one, going up against Qatar, they should basically have the ball the entire game. I don't see a lot of Qatari pressure happening in this one, so I really like Cornelius and Steven on the overs together on their passes. And guys, this is the most important thing. I will always say, correlation. You can talk all you want about the teams, the lineups, the matchups, the face-offs, and all this stuff. Correlation is by far the most important. And what does that mean? Correlation means taking this duo or this duo. Straight up. Do not ever take a duo that looks like this. Take a duo where it's Derek over and Steven under. You never want to do that because what are you saying in that is you're saying that Derek and, okay, we'll say Derek under, Steven over. You're saying that the Canada defense is not going to get a lot of possession. You're saying the Canada defense is not going to see the ball very much. But then you're also saying the Canada midfield is going to see a lot of possession. They're going to pass the ball around very much. Those things are contradictory. They do not make sense together. So either take these guys on the under and say Canada is not going to possess the ball very much, and then you got them both on the under, Or, this is what we're doing, say Canada is going to possess the ball very much and take them on the over. I really don't care all that much. If you hit the unders together or if you hit the overs together, I obviously am recommending the overs together. But the point is, you're taking them together. You do not want to take one in one direction and the other in another direction. And I know this might sound a little contradictory to what I just told you guys before with Guardiola and Bellingham, but these guys are two guys in opposite directions on opposite teams. So it makes sense, right? If they're on the same team, you want to take them the same direction, opposite teams, opposite directions. Goalkeepers are a different thing, but we can get into that another day. So Cornelius and Steven over on their pass attempted. Now we're going to go to the last play here, and we're going over to Heung-min Son right here, over 2.5 shots. This one I think is going to be the game of the day. Korea versus Mexico. If we go over the World Cup schedule right here, oh, just greened out this play. Had Colombia -1.5. Anyways, the schedule here, if we go over to what's happening today, this is by far and away the game of the day. This could be a blowout. This could be good too, but this could be a blowout for sure. Switzerland will win. This will be a blowout. Canada should win. This is the game of the day. Mexico and South Korea. I absolutely love this game. And Son has been firing. 6 shots against Czechia. It was clear every time the ball came in, he wanted to shoot that one. He was very much intention on testing the goalie. He was very intentional about just getting as many shots on target as possible. Trying to win corner kicks. Because especially the Mexican team, they're not actually that tall. And the Korean team is not super tall either, but they do strike a lot from corner kicks. So if Son can take a lot of shots, force a save or a block into a corner kick, then it's going to give you a lot more opportunity to score. A lot of you guys have just been watching soccer for the last couple of weeks. That's completely fine. But one thing you might have noticed is that corner kicks are a super, super valuable opportunity to go ahead and get a goal from. England got a corner kick goal. Austria got a corner kick goal. And these are just like the last couple things I'm realizing for like the last couple 24 hours really. There have been so many goals off of corner kicks because it's a very, very dangerous spot to be in. So if Son can take a lot of shots and force corner kicks, if it hits off a defender, goes out the back, hits off the goalie, goes off the back, then it will force a corner kick, and these guys will be able to hit the overs. So I like Cornelius over on passes. I like Estaquio over on passes, Steven Estaquio, and then I like Son Heung-min over on shots. These are going to be my 3 plays for the day. One more time, we could lose 3 of these in a row, cash 1, and be profitable. That's how it works when you're taking a 5.5x lay. You don't got to hit every single one. If you lose 3 in a row and hit 1, how much are you up? 1.5 units. I'm glad you guys all got that math correct. Now, that's all I got for this one. I appreciate you guys watching the video, and let's make some money on the World Cup on Thursday.